Hello, everybody in the vinyl community. This is Rich, and since we're nearing the end of January, I figure it's as good a time as any to do a January roundup, a vinyl haul of things that I've picked up within the last 30 days or so. So, thanks for hanging out, and hopefully, you see some cool records. First off, favorite record of last year, I would say, and definitely in the punk genre, it's Jeff Rosenstock's Hell Mode. We got the early bird edition because I'm that crazy of a fan, but this is an absolute incredible record. And if you're not a fan of Jeff, it's probably a good place to start. Up next is John Lee Hooker. This is a record that I've been looking for a long time. I wasn't able to afford an OG, so I got an early repress, but it's still in great condition. And although I wouldn't consider myself a very knowledgeable person on the blues, this is a great record. And I wonder if it's kind of in the same way that I am definitely not a fan of jazz, but I really enjoyed Kind of Blue by Miles because it was just a transcendent record of its genre. This one right here, this is pure awesomeness. And next up to the plate is the Van Morrison Moondance, the new remastered reissue expanded 3 LP set. This is one of my favorite albums, although fast becoming not one of my favorite human beings. This has an incredible track list. I'm pretty sure some of these I have from bootlegs from times gone by, but it is nice to have them all in one set finally and on LP. So I'm pretty happy about this one. And since we're on the theme of classics here, this is Headhunters from Herbie Hancock. It's one that took a while for me to get into, but now I seriously love this. This is one I'll put on just when I want to groove and listen to something really solid and clear. It's a great record. I think it's an early Columbia pressing. I wouldn't bet that it's an OG, but regardless, this is a great one, and I'm finally glad to have one. And this is a good month from Vinyl Me Please. I got 4 records, and how could you refuse? Black Sabbath, Master of Reality. There's going to be a lot of glare just because I'm in the basement and the lighting situation is kind of dog shit, but it's awesome. It sounds great. I've listened to it only once, but this is the only version of this I have, so I'm pretty glad to have it. And Vinyl Me Please continues a nice hip-hop run with Run DMC's Tougher Than Leather. This was an awesome record. I remember when it came out. It was the last Run DMC record that I really loved, and makes a perfect addition to my record store day recommendation of a 4 LP box set from Run DMC. And this would bookend at the end. It'd be pretty wonderful. Rick Rubin produced. Glad to have it. And next, another classic. Vinyl Me Please is hitting home runs lately. Guy Clark's Old Number One, with my favorite Guy Clark song, LA Freeway, on it. Very well done. Beautifully presented. This is going to be in rotation for a while, I can feel that. And lastly, this month from Vinyl Me Please, the classics continue with By All Means Necessary from the mighty BDP and KRS-One. I haven't played this one yet, but I'm really looking forward to it because the 2 OG copies that I have are kind of raggedy looking. I mean, they probably fall under VG Plus, but only barely, and I'm not really trying to stress those things out. So until I find a better one, this will be the constant player because I love this one. And this next beauty is a gift from my awesome nephew. Thank you. And this is Danger Doom, Mouse in the Mask. And really kind of, if you know, you know with this one. MF Doom and Danger Mouse. Really good record. I love this one. And I haven't listened to this version yet, but I've had it as an MP3 and FLAC files for a few years and have yet to come across an unedited version. There's a lot of bleeps of profanity here, which doesn't make me happy, but I've yet to see one that claims it's unedited. So until then, this is the one. And up next, these hip hop classics just don't stop. No Need for Alarm, Del the Funky Homo Sapien. This is a Christmas gift from my friend Mike. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate this. This is a repress, and I mean, it's Del. Deltron Zero, your hero. Great record. Haven't spun it yet, but this weekend, I believe it's going to happen. Awesome repress. I love the way this looks. And up next is one of the few Bowie records that I did not already have in an original pressing, Aladdin Sane, and the great man himself. Such a good record. Look at that track list. Driving Saturday, Panic in Detroit. Oh, man. So good. I'm really glad to have this one finally. And here is Verses from Pearl Jam, 30th anniversary. Double LP gatefold, I believe. Yeah. And I really liked this album, and I've really liked it for a long time, but to find this in an original pressing for anything under 100, 150 bucks in the condition I'm looking for is grown impossible. So this is going to be my filler until I can afford that. Great record. And here's an interesting goodie I found at my local Goodwill shop. This is a sealed version of the Revelation message, Behold the Lamb of God, from David Terrell. And this is original and sealed. And it's not really that I listen to revival church music much, but if I do see a record, a gospel record with a loony looking southern dude on it, and it's cheap, I'm kind of bound to buy it. I don't even listen to them, but I have got a murderer's row on my vinyl shelves of crazy looking preachers. It's kind of a focus of my collection, I think. And this dude's feeling it. Really don't know nothing about this record except that some people are looking for it, oddly enough. And here we have King Push, Pusha T, with It's Almost Dry. Probably my favorite rap album of the last couple of years. Pusha T keeps bringing it every time. Great stuff. And damn, I didn't pay that price. So I got kind of lucky with this one, I think. And next, long overdue, Slayer, Rain and Blood. Not a real thrash fan, to the surprise of everybody who knows me. But this one was different. Definitely different at the time, and still stands true as a really good thrash record. And I mean, Def Jam, Rick Rubin. Not a whole lot else to say. Doesn't need a whole lot more qualifications than that. This is an awesome record, and definitely one to play very, very loud. And to close out this December, January vinyl haul in the spirit of Christmas, here's a little ditty I found I was very happy to see. Louvin Brothers Christmas single. I had never seen this bad boy before, but if it's Louvin Brothers, I'm more than likely to go and get it. This one is very clean. I would say near mint. I mean, it's a Christmas record, so nobody probably played it except for the season that it came out. But yeah, this is a beauty, and I'm glad to have it.